Good morning and welcome to this STTA segment on Utalii Bora. Today we will focus on the subject of sustainability in Africa. As you may be aware, the Magical Kenya Travel Expo opened its doors to the public 2 days ago at the Kenyatta International Conference Center. This year, MKTE, as the expo is popularly known, has attracted more than 160 international hosted buyers. And nearly 100 countries are represented in this expo, with Africa and East Africa in particularly participating in full. Magical Kenya has taken advantage of MKTE expos to introduce learning seminars to participants. These seminars focus on issues that are top of the agenda for the industry at this moment. One of the seminars that happened today, and which I was honored to give a keynote address, was on sustainability for Africa. Beyond all the issues that we normally discuss in sustainability, today we agreed at the end of the discussions that sustainability could be the next trade barrier for Africa. And when this happens, Africa will lose its competitiveness and will become a very cheap destination. Here's the bigger picture. Most African destinations depend on tourism as a key economic driver. When we become a cheap destination, when we lose our competitiveness, it means that our national economies will be affected. When this happens, there could be a threat of real poverty in tourism destinations. And we know that poverty is a recipe for conflicts in community areas, especially in the rangelands. So the agenda of sustainability is indeed everyone's business. And Africa cannot afford to ignore this agenda. We also agreed that despite the fact that most countries lack policies that support sustainable tourism, businesses can take individual responsibilities and start to take actions that will move this industry towards sustainability. There is need for more training and awareness. It was recommended at the end of the meeting. And more so, the private sector must put their best foot forward when it comes to sustainability. It cannot be business as usual, because business as usual will still end in one big dark hole, and that is not where tourism wants to go. We must pay attention to the sustainable development goals. The agenda has been broadened for the tourism industry. We must move away from changing towel policy to bigger issues like protecting life underwater, like preserving life on land, like promoting decent work and progressive economic growth. The agenda has been laid out for tourism through the SDGs, for which indicators and targets have been given for tourism. There is no excuse for tourism anymore to say that they don't know what to do for sustainability. Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development lays this out very clearly. While we challenge our governments to take action and put the right policies in place so that the agenda is driven through policy and values and not only market trends and profits, the tourism industry must begin to act, one little action at a time. This was the message at the end of today's seminar on Africa for sustainability. How long is the market going to wait for Africa to respond is the question. So the question is no longer about if, but when sustainability becomes a barrier for tourism in Africa. Until next time, we believe that the future of sustainable tourism is in being sustainable and inclusive. Thank you.